you run over it, and it gives you a buff that makes you do unhealable damage. So whatever damage you do to it will be permanent. Melee is going to be on the giant tentacles, just like the trash that we were doing. Melee's on the giant tentacles. Watch out for their slam, and they're going to do an AoE. You just run away from them, then run back in. Range, you kill the maws. They're going to be the ones that have teeth, that have no eyeballs. They look exactly like the ads on, the giant ads on Cahoon. The little ones are the eyeballs.
The Cahoon.
If I remember correctly. All you really gotta do is you just spread slightly for the ass. And if you get a circle on you, run away from others, and you're gonna get stunned, and you dispel it. That one, I watched Hazelnutty and Vabos on that one, and Hazelnutty was like, I don't know if this will be in the fight. So
right.
If it doesn't have it, it doesn't happen. But be aware, if you get a big purple circle on you, just make sure no one else is in it. And then also we gotta kill the eyeballs, but those are kind of like lower priority. Just make sure we're kicking them every so often if you're near them. The only other thing is every time the boss hits 100 energy, he's gonna make all the ads do a thing. So that's when the giant tentacles are gonna do the void zone. They shoot out like a purple circle that has an arrow. It points where it's gonna go.
So.
And then the maws. What did the maws do? They're gonna do a spike ring that comes out of them. Like, so it'll be like a little donut around them, and then a donut wider around them, and then a donut wider around them that has spikes shoot up from the ground. If you are max range from them, it won't hurt you, but like if there's one next to melee or something, next to a tentacle, then you'll have to deal with it then.
If the debuff we'll get in tank swap on, is there an type of ad we should prioritize trying to drop that on to get them down faster, or just whatever?
I would say in general, just try and hit as many as you can.
All right.
That way, the most get it on them as possible. The only other thing when he hits 100 energy is that the eyeballs are going to do an eye beam, and he's going to do an eye. So that'll be the biggest thing to kind of try and dodge, because they'll be going different direction. Again, they'll face a direction, you'll see kind of energy gathering in front of them, and then they'll shoot. And same deal for him, he'll shoot it. And it's a giant purple beam a la second to last boss in Oldham. I can't remember his name because it was weird. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's dodge red swirls, dodge beams from the boss, and dodge people having purple on them. Healers dispel a stun when people get it on them, so they're not stunned for hours.
Oh.
And yeah, in tanks, as you already know, just take the debuff you get to as many ads as possible. That way they take more damage. And then, if we can, try and get our highest DPS picking up the orbs. So,
Bologna and Vera.
Yeah, right. Ashen, here and there, Harima. All solid picks. Everybody was doing really good damage on the last fight, so I'm not too worried. But if you see other people going for it and you're like, I don't have faith in my own DPS, then let them get it.
Oh, the eyes. So we focus one down, then the other, and that's split damage.
The eyes. So once the range finishes up the maws, we'll switch over to the eyes, and as the tentacles die, the melee will switch over to the eyes. We'll get them down.
Is there less phase?
No. But I wouldn't lust immediately and wait till people start getting the buff. Really, it's just going to be a long fight in general, as far as I understand. Because we can only really do so much damage at a time. Because of, of all the healing that he gets on himself, and we have to cycle people into doing damage on the boss. Just make sure if you do get the orb that allows you to actually damage the boss, you are 100% on the boss the whole time.
Did you want to have like an order like Pack Pharaoh Me or something like that?
There's
There's 3.
They'll drop multiples.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, you get 3 off of each tentacle that spawns. At certain points, there'll be multiple people that will be able to get them. So, you know, if you have 3 people on one tentacle, you know, and as soon as that one drops, they get it, run to the boss. There'll be another tentacle, etc. As long as, you know, as long as the people that are bursty is what we want. Anybody who's like really good at burst damage, because you only got like 30 seconds, I believe, on it. So if you're good at burst damage, make sure you get the little black swirl and get the buff and go attack the boss. If you're not good, just sit back, dot up everything you can, and keep those tentacles coming down so the bursty people can just go back and forth on the boss, and it's easy. It's an easy fight.
Sounds good to me.
Just remember, if you don't have the buff, don't even bother touching the boss because you ain't doing nothing.
Right.
Night. Questions, comments, concerns?
Sounds good.
Food. Thank you.
Purse had food that time.
The little ones are the prime target because you can't do damage on the boss otherwise. So for range, you're the ones that have teeth for a face, and melee are the giant tentacles, and then eyeballs. And there'll be a lot more ads than these 2 guys. They're gonna spawn all over the place. The really bad thing on this one that can get out of hand is if we don't kill ads quick enough to where they're spawning wave upon wave of ad and we can't keep up with what is going on. And apparently the enrage timer for this is like 11 minutes, so we should be fine.
The 2 tips said the more ads are up, the more damage he does. So.
Right. More mechanics to dodge, more et cetera, et cetera.
So it's more ad control than anything.
Right, exactly. It's literally like the first phase of Cahoon, just as a boss fight.
It's going to be a dumb question, most likely, when you talk about doing damage. Tanks also need to get the buff from the lads too, or?
No. So you'll, whoever is tanking the boss will eventually get a buff on them from the boss, which will be a big orange circle. You just run that over to ads and try and get as many ads in that circle as possible for when it expires. And that'll make those ads take more damage. And then, you know, whenever one tank gets that buff or deep, the other tank's going to taunt off, because we always have to have a tank on him at all times. Otherwise, he's going to suck people to him and do damage to him a bunch. We don't want that.
Does he do his meat spin in normal? Is that heroic?
I don't know about meat spin, so I would say heroic.
Helicopters around, like.
Send you a video if you like.
Jeez.
Alright, were you ready
I thought I was
to
on
pull
my
back?
Alright, let's give it a
Yeah,
go.
well, thanks. Alright, melee on tentacles, ranged on teeth boy, and then the eyeball. Take that out as best you can. Dispel the stun.
I'm stunned.
I gotcha.
Dodge the eye beam. Ooh. I take that orange one to an ad to kill. Don't be in it, anyone else, if you can help it. Range on the eyeball, melee, get the other tentacle.
Throw it in the water. Or
Take the purple out, best you can, or get out of the purple if you're in it. Dispel the stun.
those are dropped.
Watch out for the void glare.
There it is. Throws a bag.
Yep. Dodge the outward purple things. And rinse repeat. Ranged on the maw, teeth boy, melee on the tentacle.
Oh my gosh,
And then we'll finish up the eyeball.
Wow,
Check for purple circles.
everyone is so spread out.
Check for void beams. Range on the eyeball. Nice one. There's a maw on the north side, or west side. Excuse me. Dodge the beam. No ads, it looks like. Just
Just
using
dance
DPS
with
and
the
boss.
orb.
Add your numbers. Alright, ads. Range on the maw. Same place as the other one. Melee on the tentacle. It's on the northern pool. I'll put markers down next time we do this. It's a little more clear.
So where do those orbs come from again?
The orb's coming from when the tentacle dies, which dodge the glare.
Oh, the black. Okay.
Range, make sure we're getting this this maw over here. Alright, the eyeballs.
Remember to call out if you need a dispel, guys.
So we lost. I have all my stuff up.
Dodge that beam.
There are 3 orbs in the back. Oh, they just despawned.
Oh, they're there.
That's a different set.
Yikes. Alright, written to repeat on the ads. If you have the orb buff, make sure you're just killing the ball. Nice one, Brandon. Dodge the laser beam.
Did they nerf this, Savvy?
Watch out for the spikes from Maw.
Tentacles are dropping 5 orbs, not 3.
They were dropping 3 when we did.
Yeah.
It's
Must
probably
depend on,
I think it's
Four
the
people.
people in the group.
It's possible.
That might.
Alas.
Yeah, that might be it.
Watch the beam. That's her up. Melee tentacle, ranged ball. Got the crash.
If you see orbs up, if you're a DPS, you can pick them up. Don't waste.
Sleep on the back.
Void glare, no shot.
Two orbs in the back. Or front.
Yeah, spikes from the mall. Dodge the reb. Nice.
Nice, nicely done.